Hi there. I'm Hanne Nuutinen, the Channel Business Podcast host. And as you can see, I am out here in the woods. And why I'm here is something that I want to share with you now. The Channel Business Podcast that I'm hosting is all about sharing ideas, business tips and insights for leaders, future business owners, and every person who wants to develop your own ideas and thoughts and practicalities, the methods to take businesses and your leadership skills forward. But what is special about being here up in the woods is that Channel Business Podcast is taking part to Superwood Festival, which is all about Northern oddity. It's all about combining different arts, music, industries, businesses, people from different backgrounds and different interests together to make new critical thoughts, ideas, and innovations forward, and just to have fun and relax. So I was truly excited when Paula Suhonen, the person behind the brand called Ivana Helsinki and the organizer of Superwood Festival, asked me to join with my podcast, Channel Business Podcast, to be part of the Superwood Festival in year 2022. So what we did there at the Superwood Festival in the woods and with the Northern Oddity and the Scandinavian Design Studio was that we are diving into business topics with Finnish entrepreneurs from different industries.
What I've really learned is that those role models, they really do matter, as well as the representation, how we speak and how we act, and what we see and what we kind of read.
You will get to hear some business tips, insights, lessons learned, and I hope that some new ideas how to take your business forward or how to take your leadership forward. So let's dive into the woods and see what the episode will give to you. Welcome, Anna.
Thank you.
And this is all about Channel Business Podcast, and we are going to talk about what is truly essential in business and how to take things forward. And I wanted to talk about with you, what is it to be a woman and go around and do business and just lead the things towards the dreams that you have. And now that you have founded a new association, a new company called Female Founders Suomi, Female Founders Finland, I want to know what that is and what have you discovered during this journey. That's one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to have you here. Plus, you're an amazing woman. I've known you a few years back when you worked in the previous job, and I followed you over there, what you did. So, yes. So I'm truly excited to have you as my guest. So thank you so much for coming. But I want to start with, who is Anna Pyykkö? Who is the lady here?
Good question. Professionally, I've been working within sales and marketing for like 15 years with various of companies, and I started as an event business in an exhibition center in Helsinki. But I've gone my way from an event agency, and then I work within media business. And my latest job was within a consultancy company, one of the largest in the world, called Ernst & Young. And I was leading their one marketing team. And there I got to know entrepreneurs as well, because I was in charge of this Entrepreneur of the Year project. So we were kind of looking for the best growth entrepreneurs. And that was really the first time that I had really contact with interesting entrepreneurs. Before that was really basically unknown world for me. I'm born in the 80s and grew up in the 90s when the big recession was in Finland.
Yeah.
So the entrepreneurship wasn't really the best choice for you.
Yeah, that's how it showed.
Yeah, at least that was what I've been told for my entire life growing up. So But that was the first time when I get to know this entrepreneur atmosphere. And then I kind of realized that, okay, there's quite few women in this kind of entrepreneur business. But but that was a short answer to who I am as a professional. But yeah, my personal life, I'm a mom of one and a bonus mom for two. We recently got a dog, which I love very much, and my husband.
So you got like 4 kids? Oh, 5. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that's
I like that. And what I said at the beginning, that I have followed you there. I know you from the times of Ernst & Young.
Yeah.
I was there in the audience and looking at those different companies, and there were many of my friends' companies who got awarded also, and who were mentioned and being in part of the competition. And that was one of the nicest competitions that the entrepreneur could have. And with the cooperation with Ernst & Young, they could get lots of visibility also and learn from you what different kind of things they can be done. But what made you start this Female Founders Finland? What gave you really the little sparkle over there that you want to do something with women when you saw that there were only a few?
Yeah, that was I kind of noticed that thing with running that competition. But what really sparked the Female Founders Suomi was one conversation in this startup event, which was held in Tampere a couple of years ago. And I had a nice chat with a female founder there. And we were actually laughing because it was the only event where there was really short queue in the ladies' toilet. And
That's rare. That's rare.
Yeah, I like this kind of events. But we had a nice chat, and we were talking about entrepreneurship, and she was telling me about her company and her kind of visions and ambitions. And I was like, oh, wow, she is a really cool entrepreneur. And then I came back from that event, and then it kind of stuck back of my head that because she told me that she would like to have this kind of network or place for female entrepreneurs where they could really talk about like real business and making money and making scalable companies and really making an impact and
with the business that they do,
the business that they make. And I thought that of course there is this yrittäjänaiset already, and there is mothers in business, and there is a lots of networks for female entrepreneurs already. But what she was lacking was this kind of a passion and really open environment to talk about those kind of desires.
Like money and having big dreams.
Having big dreams, and also she was lacking that kind of support for those kind of dreams. Not just making your hobby as your business or
having a little side gig.
Having a little side gig or that sort of stuff. So that was something that really stuck to my mind. And then I thought that maybe I could actually be the one who is kind of making this happen. But then I thought again that maybe I can't because I'm not an entrepreneur. Myself, I don't know that much about entrepreneurship, and who would kind of believe me because I don't have the experience. So I was having this kind of I don't know what it's called in English, huijarisyndrooma.
That imposter syndrome.
Yeah, can I really do this? So, but then again, I thought that maybe this is the thought or the pattern that most of the females have. Because I don't have the experience. I haven't been to those schools. I don't have things within my family, or I haven't the results that would be needed.
Right.
But then I thought that, fuck this shit. Anyway. And then I founded it, and I...
And that was it 1.5 years ago?
It was
something like that?
2.5 years.
2.5, yes.
And then I I just created a Facebook group, and I thought that maybe I should give this kind of cool name of Female Founders Finland. This sounds cool. I will name it like this. And then I invited a couple of my friends, and then I called to two of entrepreneurs that I actually knew at that time somehow, and I gave them a call and said that, could you please come? I have now formed this kind of network. And
can you come and comment or something in it?
Yeah, I have an event set. I have set the date, so I wouldn't cancel that myself.
Yeah.
So I have set the date. So can you please come and share your story? And this is how it.
In a physical event. Yeah.
A physical event, and that was because I had a fear that I would cancel that myself.
Yeah. If you wouldn't know that someone else would show up. Yeah. Right. So it started there, but you had the face, like you said, to overcome the challenge of not having something what you think that not enough isn't there. And that's the same thing what I've, as a mentor and a business coach, I've faced that the women have. They think that they don't have something, but they actually do have something very, very much.
Yeah.
And what I found, it's all about the thing that how you can put the things together, bits and pieces together, the puzzle. And you don't have to know everything. That's why we have diverse of different people around us, right?
And that was exactly the thought. I thought that, okay, I have a background in event business. I know how to organize an event.
Yeah.
I have a huge network of people.
Exactly,
I can be the one who is kind of collecting the people.
And gathering everyone together, right?
Everyone to network. So I thought that, okay, let's do this.
So what the heck? Go for it. I like that. So... And I like the courage that it built it up a little bit in you, and then you just made the decision that what the heck, I'm just gonna do it, and let's see what happens.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Where we are today with Female Founders Suomi.
Yeah, at this point we have over 2,000 followers in different channels. We have our monthly meetings. We have our membership program. So I'm really
you did a lot.
Yeah,
and it's only 2.5 years.
Again. When I look at it now, you can say that I've done a lot. But at that point, of course...
You don't feel it.
Yeah. Or now, I don't really feel it. But of course, looking back, it's a lot has happened.
But that's why you have to look at back. Yeah. Exactly. So you know actually that I've done something.
Yeah.
And that's what entrepreneurs do. That's what I find out. Because you have the feeling and the idea that I want to go forward. I want to accomplish so many different things. But that's why you have to stop every now and then and look back that, okay, we did this, whether it was good or not so good, but we've done it. And then we just develop everything else and ourselves as well. I like that. And the courage, I like that. And the spirit that comes from you towards me is always been very positive and like very proactive. And that's what the entrepreneurs need.
Really nice to hear, because that is something that I have really valued in our network, that it has to be the safe place, and it also has to be the positive place. Because as an entrepreneur and in a working life in general, lots of not so good things happen. It can be stressful, and being an entrepreneur is really stressful. You face challenges all the time. So the network has to be your safe place and your place for positive thoughts. And
I agree. Yeah, I agree. What do you want to achieve with this Female Founders Suomi and all the activities that you do and the network that you have?
What I really want to do is to inspire women to be entrepreneur and take their space.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
to overcome the fear and the thought that you mentioned earlier.
Yeah,
right.
And also the reason why I founded this network was that I really want to give women role models. Because if you see someone that they have done it, even though they have this and this and this obstacles on the way, and still they have done it. So it is very powerful feeling, and really kind of, I just want to have those examples for everyone and those role models.
That's very good. And I think that is something why the Female Founders Suomi has gone so far within the last 2 years. Because they get the feeling that they they are able to have the support if they want that. And there are truly role models from different business areas in that one. And that's what I like. Is that the one that differentiates you from these other associations or foundations?
Yes, I think so.
Or is that what you want it to be, at least?
Yeah. At least I want it that way. That we give the space for the role models, and we give the positive space for support and kind of discussing about business. And I think that a couple of things also differentiates us from the other networks is that you can join us for free if you like. You can come and to our network events for free, and it's not also you don't have to be a mom to join us, or you don't have to pay.
Which can be an issue for some people, of course. I understand. Yeah. Okay. Why do you then think that still the bias exists among females, that we have to break the class ceiling or whatever you want to call it? We have these obstacles of this and that, like, and I hear those a lot, and I'm sure that you've heard them a lot. And the kind of excuses why not to start and why not to do big things, and also why not to climb up the stairs to have the company and follow the big dreams that you have or I have or somebody else has.
Well, to answer your question, I think we need to go a little bit back to our history and think about a couple of things. For example, women got the permit to work in 1919 in Finland. So
that's a little over 100 years ago.
Yeah, that's not so long ago when we actually got a permit to have a job.
Yeah.
And that was only for married women, of course.
Oh, yeah, at the beginning, correct.
At the beginning. And if you think about that, it's no wonder that we still have some kind of obstacles or kind of hidden patterns that are hindering us to move forward. And if you're, for example, looking at the leadership figures, for example, in Finland, we have only 37% of the leaders are female.
That's right.
Compared, for example, for Poland or Bulgaria that have more female leaders than we do, even though we think that Finland is really equal in terms of leadership, but it's really not. And if you're thinking about the care work or unpaid household work, females are still the ones who are doing that more than male are. That's even though both are employed and have a job.
Yeah.
So all those factors are creating those kind of hidden patterns or that are, to my opinion, hindering women to get those, for example, those leadership positions. And when it comes to entrepreneurship, then we have getting funding. It's really different game for females versus males. And there are many things that are kind of affecting on our kind of position in the market, whether we are seeing as a leaders or entrepreneurs.
Do you think that it becomes as an obstacle because of our history? Is that what you're referring, or is it just something that...
Yeah, to my opinion, there are still those hidden patterns that are affecting that. I'm not thinking about that males are thinking that we don't want female.
Yeah.
But that
we don't maybe take those places that much.
Yeah, maybe there is that. Or maybe the world is just so male-oriented that the decisions are made mostly by men.
That's correct. There's more men in the leading positions making the different kinds of
decisions. If you're looking at the companies and if you're looking at the politics where the decisions are made, that is still very
male-oriented. That's right.
But of course, we are moving to the other direction as well, as we have now in Finland. We've
got the full house, so to say, of women. Yeah.
And if you're looking at the kids, for example, we have this fantastic pikkuyrittäjät program in the school.
I love those.
So kids are have an opportunity to found their own company.
Yeah, learn everything about it and do that.
Entrepreneurship. And what is really delighted to see that most of those kids and most of those entrepreneurs are actually girls. And
that's true. Yes, that's true.
So the things are changing, hopefully, but it will take time.
But it would need more of the role models of us women who are in the leading positions or being founders or doing so.
To my opinion, yes.
Yeah. I agree. I couldn't actually agree more. So I'm on the same boat, so to say. But tell us and tell the audience, what have you learned so far? You have a long history being in a corporate world as a leader, but also now being an entrepreneur and leading your company and being around with different kind of leaders. What is there something that you could tell the audience that what you have learned and what they should maybe think that this is something that I have to pay attention or this is something that I should learn?
Well, what I've really learned is that those role models, they really do matter, as well as the representation, how we speak and how we act and what we see and what we kind of read. For example, from the newspapers, even though Helsingin Sanomat, 6 years ago, they said that they will now try to make it better to have more female kind of opinion taken into account, because they realized that 2/3 of the experts that they have interviewed were men.
Yeah.
So they tried to fix that, and 6 years later, the situation is still the same. And
so it doesn't really
it didn't change at all. So even though we know lots of stuff already, we know how we should do better, but somehow always we can't, and somehow all of the things that we know, they don't change. So maybe we need to do something differently.
Maybe it's doing differently, but maybe it's also, at least what I've seen, that we women who want to be in those kind of roles, we have to like find the way and do that. But also what I found is that we don't share that much those ideas and those experiences to others. Some of us do that very much, but then there are lots of women who don't share. They just keep it by themselves. And I think that's one thing. And then the second thing, what I think is that we don't speak about them really that much in different places, or we don't show that we have all of these things. Or, it's like keeping it myself that I am in these 5 different big companies and I have all these networks. But
well, that is also something that I want to change together with my business Katja Fresnal. We are launching soon a podcast.
Yeah, you have something new coming up.
Yes. Talk show series and a big event next year, and we will talk about all of these things honestly.
That's good.
And we will really share about those topics.
This is something what I want to do, and for that reason I've also found in this Channel Business podcast to share different ideas, different experiences, and all these different aspects, the perspectives that we have, women and men from different areas, and also from a personal point of view, because I think these stories need to be shared and to be the role models, like you said, because you never know who it's going to impact. Like, and you said your entrepreneur's journey started from having a discussion with this lady in Tampere, and now you're here. So we need more of that. I agree. I have a couple of more questions that I want to ask, and there's something that really triggers me here. What do you think would be the takeaways for our listeners to ease in their pad, besides what we've already talked about? What they should do?
I would say that they would need to find their network. It doesn't have to be female founders. Good if
that's one option. Yeah,
that is one option. But found a suitable network for them. some place where they can feel safe and some place where they can discuss about things that really matters to them.
So go along with their values and find the network.
Exactly,
Right.
yeah, because that has a great power and it really empowers you as well to kind of pursue your dreams.
I agree. So go on that one, find your own network. Do you have something else that you would like to share?
Just do it.
Yeah, just go for it.
Yeah, just go for it and do it.
I like that. And it doesn't really matter if you fail or if you don't do it that well, as well as you thought.
Entrepreneurs,
Yeah.
they never say they fail. They always
Exactly.
learn.
Yeah. So that's one thing.
Yeah.
It's a lesson to learn or it's a victory.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one. And what about the showing up and speaking out loud, sharing your ideas and expertise and your skills? How do you think these kind of things have helped your journey to become who you are today and also to be here with your business where you are now? Besides showing up in Tampere, but what else?
Yeah. Well, I think the biggest learning and kind of when you are saying out loud, what are your dreams, they will actually happen. That is my short answer.
I like that. And it is, I think that's very powerful. Besides that, you have to get off your ass and your own way to be somewhere along other people, but then to speak out loud.
Yeah.
And that is something that you really go for. I like that. But why do you want to help others?
I feel that I have gained a lot of help. I have received a lot of help and kind of empowerment throughout my journey. So I want
All along the way, right?
the way, and I want to share that. I want to give what I have received, but of course, I also think that by helping others, I create network, and I have through those events, for example, that we organize, I have met so many incredible entrepreneurs that they don't even know that, but they have given me a lot. So they have been my role models in my past.
But I think that's one of the beauty that we never know we are going to impact, or we just need to. And that's one reason why we need to show up and speak out loud different things.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. I have only one question more. Besides the last one. Sorry, too. Yeah. One word. What really makes you smile? What really makes you so excited and happy when you wake up in the morning and think, okay, this is the world that I've created for myself and for female founders, Suomi people and the members and whoever is coming along in the future? What gets you excited about that?
Well, I've realized after the corporate life that being entrepreneur really lights up my day, and it's really a passion for me. I get to decide how my days are and what do I do and what are my goals, and it is really inspiring to me.
So for that you are able to decide yourself, whatever you do and with whom you do that with.
Exactly.
That's good. And now the last question. Where people can find you? Oh, tell us again. Share.
They will find me at our website and of course in all the social media channels.
So Female Founders Suomi. Right.
Yeah. So I would love to connect with everyone.
I like that. And I have to end this discussion by what you said is that when you show up, it's not only what you give out, but by that you receive so much. And that's the beauty of the networks. And that's one of the reasons why you have to show up and speak out loud and share your ideas, because you never know who you're going to help with.
Yeah, exactly. And don't forget, just do it.
Just do that. How could you end that more better than that way? I like that. Well, Anna, thank you so much for being my guest here today in this wonderful area of Superwood Festival here in Helsinki today. And we just started this festival here with you. So I'm truly excited and I'm so grateful for your insights, what we could share.
Well, thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
Thank you, Anna.
Thanks.